Get ready, Bitcoin Bulletin fam. The market is absolutely exploding with news, and we've got the inside scoop that you cannot afford to miss. From massive whale movements shaking the foundations of Bitcoin's price, to national-level adoption strategies and major stablecoin issuers clarifying their positions, this is the fast-paced crypto world you love, and we're breaking it all down live. Stick around, because the updates are coming in hot, and they're changing the game by the minute. You're tuned into Bitcoin Bulletin, where we bring you the pulse of the market as it happens. Let's dive in. First up are the giants of the crypto world making a move. We're talking about Bitcoin whales, and their recent activity has sent shockwaves through the market, triggering the largest sell-off we've seen in years. What does this mean for your portfolio? We've got the exclusive analysis. Then, get ready for some national pride as El Salvador, led by President Nayib Bukele, celebrates a major milestone in its Bitcoin journey, adding significantly to its reserves. Is this a sign of things to come for other nations? We break down the numbers and the implications. And hold on, because Tether's CEO, Paolo Ardoino, is stepping forward to clear the air on some explosive rumors about selling Bitcoin. We'll tell you exactly what Tether is doing with its profits and why they believe the world is getting darker. Finally, we're diving deep into the implications of these massive shifts, exploring how these actions by major players could reshape the crypto landscape. You won't want to miss a single second of this action-packed episode. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Whales unleash the floodgates. In a dramatic turn of events, Bitcoin whales have dumped a staggering 115,000 BTC, valued at a colossal $12.7 billion, over the past month. This marks the most aggressive sell-off by these major holders since July 2022, sending ripples of concern and volatility through the market. Bitcoin's price briefly dipped below the $108,000 mark as this significant outflow occurred. CryptoQuant analyst, Coeconomy, highlighted the severity, noting that whale reserves have plummeted by over 100,000 BTC in just 30 days. The analyst stated, "The trend of reducing exposure by major Bitcoin network players continues to intensify, reaching the largest coin distribution this year. The speed of this distribution is unprecedented, with the 7-day change in whale balances hitting its highest point since March 2021, as over 95,000 BTC were moved by whales in a single week alone. While the selling pressure has shown signs of easing, with the weekly net sell figure dropping to 38,000 BTC as of September 6, the recent activity has certainly put the market on notice. For context, CryptoQuant defines these influential whales as entities holding between 1,000 and 10,000 BTC. Despite this whale-driven selling pressure, the market is seeing a counterbalancing force. Nick Ruck, director at LVRG Research, pointed out that institutional accumulation and demand from Bitcoin ETFs are providing a structural cushion. Ruck commented, "Traders should monitor whether institutional dip buying outweighs whale-driven pressure, though macroeconomic catalysts like the Fed's September rate decision could ultimately dictate broader direction." Even with this recent turbulence, Bitcoin's correction has been relatively contained, sitting just 13% off its mid-August all-time high. Furthermore, the one-year moving average has seen a substantial climb, now standing at $94,000 compared to $52,000 a year ago, signaling strong long-term growth. Will the big players continue to sell, or is a new wave of buying about to hit? Stay tuned as we break down the next massive story, El Salvador's bold Bitcoin moves. El Salvador celebrates Bitcoin Day with a bang. El Salvador is doubling down on its Bitcoin adoption, purchasing 21 BTC to commemorate the 4th anniversary of making the cryptocurrency legal tender. President Nayib Bukele himself announced the news on X, sharing that the nation is buying 21 Bitcoin for Bitcoin Day. This latest acquisition, valued at approximately $2.3 million, boosts El Salvador's total Bitcoin holdings to an impressive 6,313.18 BTC, currently worth over $701 million. The nation continues its one Bitcoin a day strategy, with this purchase adding to its weekly total of 28 BTC. El Salvador made history in 2021 by becoming the first country to recognize Bitcoin as legal tender, a bold move that paved the way for digital currency integration. Since then, the country has actively incorporated Bitcoin into its education system, public administration, and economic infrastructure, even introducing Bitcoin education to students as young as 7. El Salvador is also set to host the state-backed cryptocurrency conference, Bitcoin Historico, in November. However, the path hasn't been without its challenges. President Bukele has previously acknowledged that Bitcoin adoption hasn't been a resounding success, and that he anticipated better results. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, even urged El Salvador to halt public sector Bitcoin purchases as part of a funding deal. Despite these hurdles and tweaking its Bitcoin law to make acceptance voluntary, the country remains committed to its Bitcoin strategy. Is El Salvador's bold strategy paying off, or are there more challenges ahead? Next up, we're tackling rumors head-on as Tether's CEO clarifies explosive claims about selling Bitcoin. Tether denies Bitcoin sell-off, reaffirms safe asset investment strategy. In a swift and decisive move, Paolo Ardoino, the CEO of Tether, has officially refuted claims that the stablecoin issuer has been selling its Bitcoin holdings. Ardoino clarified that Tether has not sold any Bitcoin, but instead contributed a portion to 21, a forthcoming public company focused on Bitcoin, which is slated to list on Nasdaq under the ticker XXI following a merger. Tether is expected to secure a controlling stake in this new entity. Ardoino further elaborated on Tether's investment philosophy, stating that the company will continue to allocate profits into safe assets such as Bitcoin, gold, and land, citing a belief that the world continues to get darker. This statement comes in response to speculation, partly fueled by market commentator Clive Thompson, who observed a decrease in Tether's BTC holdings between the first and second quarters. However, JAN3 CEO Samson Mo stepped in to debunk these claims, explaining that Tether allocated 14,000 BTC to 21 in June and an additional 5,800 BTC in July. Mo calculated that when combined, these transfers indicate a net increase in Tether's Bitcoin holdings, not a decrease. As of now, Tether holds an impressive 100,521 BTC, valued at approximately $11.67 billion, positioning it as one of the largest private holders of Bitcoin. This clarification arrives amidst reports of Tether exploring diversification strategies, including potential investments in the gold industry, aiming to broaden its profit streams beyond cryptocurrency operations. Ardoino has previously referred to gold as a natural Bitcoin, hinting at a strategic synergy between the two assets. With Tether's strategy clarified, what does this mean for the broader market? We're wrapping up with a look at the seismic shifts from whale activity and national adoption. Tether CEO sets the record straight on Bitcoin and gold. Paolo Ardoino, the CEO of Tether, has categorically denied that the company sold any Bitcoin. He confirmed that Tether's strategy involves continuing to invest in safe assets like Bitcoin, gold, and land, emphasizing their commitment to these diversified holdings. This statement directly addresses recent rumors suggesting Tether had sold Bitcoin to purchase gold. Ardoino's clarification indicates that while Tether is exploring investments in gold, it has not divested its Bitcoin holdings. Instead, any perceived changes in Bitcoin reserves are attributed to strategic allocations, such as contributing to the new Bitcoin-centric public company, 21. The company's focus remains on a balanced approach, utilizing profits from its stablecoin operations to invest in assets it deems secure in the current global economic climate. So the rumors are busted. What's next for Tether and the crypto market? Get ready for our lightning round recap of all today's biggest stories. And that's a wrap on today's explosive Bitcoin Bulletin. We saw Bitcoin whales trigger the largest sell-off since 2022. El Salvador is buying more BTC to celebrate Bitcoin Day. And Tether's CEO Paolo Ardoino clarified that Tether is not selling Bitcoin and will continue investing in safe assets. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to Bitcoin Bulletin for all your crypto news, hit the notification bell so you never miss an update, and follow us on all social platforms to join the conversation. We'll see you in the next one.